Slept in a few minutes. It was delicious. Yes, Rita, I love that. I loved my rest time. I didn't used to. When I was younger, I would sleep 3 to 4 hours a night, work one job or two jobs or whatever I needed to do. And now it's like I want to sleep in and take a nap sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because when I was younger, up until even the last 5 or 6 years, I just want to be gone all the time. Home was a great place to roost, right? But I didn't want to stay home. And I just always wanted to be around other people and doing things. And now it's just like, yeah, can I go home? I can go home now. Awesome. I don't have to leave the house at all today.
Yes, I love being home. My husband doesn't get it. He still wants to run, run, run all the time, and taking 3 or 4 trips out of the house the same day. And I'm like, no, if I go out,
Yeah.
I'm doing it all in one time and then coming home. I love being home. And guess what? I like sitting in my recliner now, where when just a few years ago, it's running all the time at home, doing everything that needs to be done. And now I'm like, oh, that can wait. That can wait. So, yes, I love it. So,
Oh, I don't have the back. Someone's asking for the background.
yes, I've got it. Let me put it up right now.
You're going to put it in the Zoom chat?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. There you go, Miss Grace. And you know what? I just really enjoy life, but it doesn't have to be running all the time. Simone, what did you do today just for yourself? How about you, Alicia?
What did I do for today for myself? Oh gosh.
When you think of it, put it in the chat. When you think of what you did for you, put it in the chat.
I had a good talk with my daughter. That's what I did for myself.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, how old is your daughter, Alicia?
29.
Okay. Okay.
She's doing something I'm not too happy about, but we had a good talk, so I'm glad for that.
You know what? Always keep that communication going. One thing I have 2 daughters and they just turned 36 and 39. And I have 1 son-in-law and 4 grandchildren. And I always tell them, you may not like what I have to say, but mommy, mama, I'm going to tell you anyway. And then you get to do what you want with it. And I'll be here when your way doesn't work. But because, and I've gotten where the youngest one will always listen. And she may not do exactly what I like, but at least she'll listen. Mm-hmm. The other one just lets it go right over her head. And then I have to, I choose to catch her as she's falling. And I always know when something's not right because she doesn't call me or she makes my phone calls real short.
Yeah, she withdraws when she's hiding something from you.
Yes, I can tell right off the bat, and I'll tell Daddy, okay, be ready. Be ready. It's going to fall anytime. And, and just sometimes they pick things out of life. I'm like, why? Stop it. Just why? Stop it.
Right.
And 4 of my grandchildren, 3 out of the 4 grandchildren are teenagers. So
wow,
that's enough to drive you nuts.
Mm.
But Rita and I was on the phone last week having a great conversation, and the school called me.
Right.
About the 17-year-old grandson. And he made some bad choices.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as I walked into that office, I popped him right in the back of the head. And I know that's a horrible mama. You know what? The principal and the police officer that was there did not say one word. I'm like, I'm sorry. But now I told him, now you have to pay the consequences of your actions. Well, can't you talk them out of it? No, sir. because you deserve to be in detention. You deserve it. So you will pay the consequences.
Yeah. Did you do the deed? Well, then you get to reap the
You
benefits.
do the crime, and you're lucky, lucky, lucky boy that the police officer didn't choose other.
Yeah.
You got to remember, you make mistakes in life, but we pay for those mistakes somehow.
Yeah. And it was
somewhat.
your choice.
Yes.
You-
I mean, we
you
all
got
do it at
yourself here.
all ages.
Yeah.
We make choices that maybe wasn't as good as what we should have, and we have to pay for it.
You know,
Simone says, I watched some awesome transformational results in home renovation TV program. This to me is exactly how we as coaches help our clients transform their life and business. Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what? Every time we learn, we need to share that with our clients, our customers, others that do the same thing we do, so that we're all growing from each other. I love it. I love it. All right. So we should have a couple of others come in. And if they do, I will let them in. But you know what? Our time is valuable. So we are going to get started. Grace, are you ready? Grace is our first speaker up. Oh, you're muted, Miss Grace.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm
Awesome.
ready.
Awesome.
So do you want me to start now then?
Yes, absolutely, Miss Grace. Come on
Okay.
down.
Okay, well, here's the question I have for y'all. Is your morning brew killing you? Well, that might seem like an extreme question, but most people's morning brew is not leading them to better health. Coffee is a notoriously dirty product. It has herbicides, fungicides, insecticides, molds, mycotoxins, heavy metals, microplastics, and even compounds that disrupt your endocrine system and your hormonal signalings. So the reality is that most coffee that the world is drinking multiple times a day is actually poisoning their body, their brain, and the entire planet. So, my mentor, Dr. Bob, asked AI, what are the 5 top reasons to be diligent about the coffee that we put in our body? 1, minimize toxin exposure. 2, look at the risk or benefits of everything we put into our body. 3, we want to look at our environmental impact. 4, we want to be sure that we use ethical sourcing. 5, we want a great taste and coffee experience, don't we? A delicious coffee with smooth, lasting energy and even great body composition effects. Well, back to number 1, exposure to toxins. We know that more than half of the world's coffee has molds and mycotoxins. We know that more than 90% has heavy metals. More than 70% has herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, and residues of the toxin remains in the plants, the coffee plants. What do these toxins do to the body? Nothing good. They disrupt function. They disrupt structure. They're especially bad for the brain, the lungs, the heart, the liver, the kidneys, and even the digestive system. Number 2, when we come to look at the risk and the benefits of coffee, we come to realize that there are plenty of health practitioners that are saying, look, no one should drink coffee. Well, that's not entirely true. We know that one man's food is another man's poison. And that's an ancient wisdom. But for some, coffee will elevate their blood pressure. Some cause insomnia. For some, lead to headaches. For coffee withdrawal can also lead to headaches. Some people will have gut distress, which can lead to acid reflux. Caffeine can cause anxiety and panic attacks. Coffee may increase the risk of miscarriage in pregnancy. Coffee may lead to irritable bowel syndrome. Some coffee drinks contain large amounts of sugar and fat, which is detrimental to your health. And some people are seriously allergic or intolerant to coffee. The amazing thing about the coffee that I promote, our coffee, is that we have infused it with an organic superfood that has all of the nutrients that people need for good health, an additional 430 unique molecules, the combination of which are all proven to reduce the effects of the negative issues related to coffee and a lot of other toxins within the environment, including reducing the effects of herbicides, fungicides, molds, mycotoxins, heavy metals, microplastics, and endocrine disruptors. 3, the environmental impact. Looking at the environmental impact of toxins is estimated that toxins in the environment may be responsible for up to 18% of all the illnesses or injuries on the planet. And it is estimated that 100,000 to 200,000 farmers did every year from they die every year from occupational chemical exposure caused by primary pesticides. And these statistics are from the United Nations Environmental Program. Number 4, ethical versus unethical. I would suggest to compare Jesus with Hitler. Who would you like to have prepare your meal for your family? Think about the practice in food today. We want everything ethically sourced, everything clean, everything that's designed to for the nourishment of humanity and all of planet Earth. Number 5, coffee taste and experience. Naturally, we want to have an amazing coffee taste and experience. Our coffee is delicious. It's convenient. It is especially sourced. It is clean. And in fact, we put our money where our product is. We have QR codes on our boxes, and you can find out from where we source our products, what type of testing we do, and how thorough we are, and what type of manufacturing we do. We are absolutely best in class for purity. We are turbocharged. We are patented, and we are award-winning. Your morning brew is most likely killing you, not just in the morning, but every time you drink it. Our morning brew optimizes you not just in the morning, but all day long. And I would also like to mention that our sachets, which keep our coffee and tea fresh, are recycled by the company when you return them, and they're given to women in third world countries so that they can create an income for their families by making beautiful purses and bags from them, which we auction off at our conventions at, quite a good price. And then the company gives the money to them for that. So are you ready to change your coffee? Are you ready to change your life for the better?
All right, that is awesome. And the best thing about this is that we know that we have to feel good and we have to be healthy and mentally, physically, psychologically to do our business. If we don't feel good today, we're not going to want to work our business. Is that correct? I know when I don't feel good, I can't function sometimes. And I have to do workarounds or just redo my schedule. So it is good to be putting great things in our body that's going to make us feel better, look better, see better, just even if it's just a new lip color sometimes can make us feel better. And sometimes, I love just getting that extra time outside or that extra nap that we talked about at the beginning. And that's why it's so important when we're drinking our coffee to drink a quality coffee like Organo coffee with Grace. And Grace I know that you have recipes that she gives out. There's recipes periodically in our newsletters that she gives me to utilize for the drinks, for coffee and tea, and different things. But this is the first time, Grace, that I've heard you talk about returning the packaging back to the company, and then they recycle it to, I'm guessing they're third world countries. Is that correct, Grace?
Yes, they send it to the third world countries to ladies there who specifically will be making purses or bags out of it. And then those ladies send it back to the company, and the company actually brings it to our conventions and conferences, and we bid on it, and like they are well over $100, and some of the big ones can go over $200, and the money goes to these ladies who have made it so that they can support their families better. And also through the QR code that's on the back of on the boxes, not only can you tell where the coffee has come from, but you can also tip the farmer who grew the coffee. And we have a reason for this is that our farmers do not use pesticides because we don't want them on there, but maybe the farm beside them, the plantation beside them does. And of course, they get together in their community and they'll talk and they'll say, oh, well, I got a tip from a customer who enjoyed my coffee. And then the other farmer will say, what? Are you kidding me? I don't get any tips from people who drink my coffee. And they'll say, what company is that? Can I grow my coffee beans for that company? And, then they'll tell them, well, I can connect you, but you can't use pesticides, And so there's method to that particular madness.
That's awesome.
Also, someone who purchases retail, and I can put up the link, someone who purchases retail, $50 worth or more can get free shipping, and that is a considerable expense. When you just buy one or two packages, it's $18.50 shipping, but If you buy $50 worth or more, you can get that free shipping. And if you go on auto ship, you can get a further discount as well. So I just
Awesome.
wanted to let you know that. And
Okay, and Grace, is there a call or anything coming up where the ladies can listen into Dr. Bob or one of them that's doing any kind of presentation in the near future?
but I can send them the video from which I took that information that Dr. Bob said that himself.
Okay, and if you could put the link to that in the chat as well, that would be awesome.
And also I can, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All
I'll
right.
do that. I'll do that. Mhm.
Okay, and anyone have any questions for Grace? Any questions for Grace or comments? We can tell that Grace really loves what she does, and that's what I love about it. Every time she speaks, you can hear it and see it. Alicia, do you have any questions or comments from Grace?
I have experienced your coffee before, Grace, and I support you 100%. It's good stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Alicia. Thank you.
Awesome. Dr. LaDonna, any questions for Grace?
I'm thinking. Come back to me.
All right. How about you, Rita?
Well, I'll tell you, I think she answered every question I could possibly have. I will tell you, Grace, I love your enthusiasm and your passion about this. I had no idea of all the things that are in the coffee. I'm already sensitive to caffeine, so I drink decaf, which I'm sure means there's even more chemicals in that. But little did we all know Americans are just chugging that stuff, and it's just loaded with bad stuff. And I really appreciate your presentation and your passion about that.
Yes, I love her passion. Simone, do you have any questions about Grace's presentation or any comments?
I know the product, LaDonna. This is way back, in my early years of my career. And because I don't drink too much coffee, so does not affect me in that way. But definitely, the way she presented, we can tell that she's passionate about what she does, and that's the main thing.
Yes, and they also have the tea and the cocoa, and I've tried it all and love everything about everything that I have tried, the tea, the cocoa, and the coffee. Dr. LaDonna, did you come up with anything?
No, not a question, but I do drink a lot of coffee.
All right, we're going to have to get you to try. Have you tried the organo coffee?
No, the first I've ever heard of it was when Grace, I started coming here and Grace would be talking about it. So
awesome. You and Grace will have to hook up then. All right, Grace, make sure you put all your information of how you want us to contact you. And I see that you have the link on Is Your Morning Brew Killing You? I love that. And I will get that added to next week's newsletter and to the emails coming up this week. Because that'll be that I've heard this conversation with Grace, and every time I do, she adds a little more every time. So I had no idea for the longest that coffee has mold in it until I met Grace. So and now you hear about all the other things it can have. All right, and then I want us to we know what Grace does. So let's go to Alicia real quick. And Alicia, give us your 30-second introduction, please.
I'm not even ready. Okay. Well, hi, everybody. I am Alicia Alexander, and my business is Make a Difference Consulting. I'm located in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, which is Northeast USA. I'm an expert in organizational excellence, and I teach, consult, write, speak on organizational excellence and the 4 pillars thereof, which is neuro leadership, neuro management, authentic appreciation, and workplace forgiveness. Alicia
Awesome.
Alexander, Make a Difference Consulting.
Awesome, Alicia. Thank you. Please go ahead and put in the chat how you want us to reach you. And if you have any events that you are holding or you are speaking at, anything that you want to invite others to join you, please do. I know.
I put a downloadable in the chat because I've given up on copy and paste.
Okay, awesome, awesome. That's awesome. You know, it will be surprising when you go and listen to others speak, how you support them, and you're connecting possibly with new people that you can network with and collaborate with. I went to one of Alicia's speaking events just a few weeks ago, and I did not know anyone in the room except for Alicia. And I'm like, I have new people to talk to. So, you know, it's always great to support others and connect with new people. So that's awesome.
Thank you for attending my Toastmasters competition. I appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, awesome. Rita, give us your you know what? We'll come back to Rita. Let's go to Dr. LaDonna real quick. Your 30-second introduction, Dr. LaDonna. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute, Dr. LaDonna. That mute button.
I was saying, I'm in the process of rewriting it, so I'm going to talk off the top of my head. I work with women who are looking to make changes. Sometimes they're afraid of what it is that they want to do, they're not sure about. So through the process of journaling and creative writing, I've been able to help a few people, and I'm excited about that. I have several people who have actually gone on to publish their books. And if that's something that you've always wanted to do, but you've been afraid because you think, I don't know what to talk about, how to get started, nobody cares, well, then reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you in that process. In the meantime, I'm going to put a link in this here because next month I'm having a program and I am offering you guys, oh, it doesn't want to. Why does the thing act up when you're trying to do something? I'll put this link in here so you can attend the event as my guest, okay? That means no investment.
Awesome, awesome. Very good, Dr. LaDonna. Thank you so much. Mary Jane, give us your 30-second introduction.
Thank you. I'm Mary Jane Charles, and I am the I just drew a blank. I'm Mary Jane Charles, and I am the Last Wishes facilitator. I remove the fear of asking people for their final wishes or to help you find your last wishes. There's nothing macabre or anything like scary about it. I am available anytime. I have classes, and I wrote 2 books. My books are award-winning. Surviving the Business of Dying, Why Final Papers Matter, and a workbook. And it's bright yellow so you can find it, and it's big so you can find it. And these things happen in like a blind minute. So you're just like, where's Mary Jane's book? And I've had 4 people tell me that. They knew that much. They could remember that much in the moment.
That's awesome, Mary Jane. And please put your information in the chat. Put your links to your books, any events or classes you have coming up. Please put all that in the chat so we can go back to it. And if you see something that interests you, go sign up right now. Dr. LaDonna, if you want to talk to Grace, go to her link right now and get on her calendar so we don't forget to do it tonight, tomorrow, next week, because we do get busy and we do forget. Simone, give us your 30-second introduction, please.
Sure, thank you. I am a business excellence coach of my Business Excellence Academy, and I am also a genius activator. I help coaches and consultants become the #1 choice for their right fit high-end clients, triple their revenue, and deliver faster, high ROI for their clients. The results are extremely fast and transformational.
Awesome. Love that, Simone. Please put your information in the chat for us to reach out to you and anything you have coming up. If you have books out there, grab the link and put in there. If you have any classes, events, anything coming up, if you're speaking somewhere, please get everything in that chat. That chat is your golden nuggets. It's so wealthy in that chat of things you can get to and elaborate on. Rita, is our funnel godmother. You know what? You can ask me what a funnel is, and I have no idea how it works. I know we need them, but I really don't understand it. That's why we need people like Rita.
That's exactly right. We all have our zone of genius. And I have found many, many business owners, their zone of genius is in the coaching, in the arts, in the creative, the healing arts, energy workers, especially those kinds of very talented people. They are not inclined towards the logical, linear thinking, black and white, this goes here, that goes there. The logic of if this, then that kind of not programming. It's not that deep, but it's so far outside some zone of genius that anytime you're trying to do anything outside your zone of genius, you're spending more time, more energy than it needs to take. And conversely, you're taking your eyes off the prize. You are not serving your clients. You are not generating sales. You are not making the impact on the world that you want to make because you've got your eyes over here where you're just experiencing all this frustration. And so you get off the path to profits, you get your eyes off the next opportunity on the horizon. And so luckily, thankfully, people like me are here and we love that stuff. We just love it. I'm a logical person and I'm not good with gray areas. It's black and white. It has to, and when you're building a funnel, you're building the automation that goes after it. Everything is very, very, very specific. There's a lot of moving parts. And it eventually comes around to a full circle, and that's how the whole thing works forever. Once you get it built, it just works forever. And so once you get it built, you then have this steady stream of leads coming in, and those leads convert to make appointments and then buy your packages. So what happens then is you have a following of people. They're buying from you. They want what you're teaching. And you've now built a community. When you have all these people who were customers, now they're your friends. So everybody on the call, rub your hands together like this several times until they get nice and warm. And then put them on your arms like this and give yourself a hug. And you feel the warmth. And that's what it feels like when we get to actually in person hug people in our community and each other. And that's how they want to feel, and they do feel about you. And so you want to have a safe place for them to gather. And finally, you have a home for your tribe that's safe and simple and all yours. And if you have a community on a social media platform, or you're trying to manage one in Slack or WhatsApp or something like that, then some of the frustrations that you have with that. Your audience craves a connection with you and with each other. Seth Godin described it very succinctly and perfectly that a community requires two things: people who are connected to the leader and each other, who have a way to communicate with each other and with the leader. And those two things, there are many other things you can build into a community, but you've got to have those two things. And as soon as you do, you're off to the races, because all of those people are going to be getting love and attention from you and sharing love and attention with each other. Now you can give them something even better. a private, secure, and ad-free sanctuary where real relationships can flourish. Authentic communication, no algorithms in the way. Your message reaches the right people every time. In fact, again, if your experience with this, as I have with communities, not all of your followers are going to see all of your content. And that is really frustrating when they don't know what's going on because the software just didn't show it to them. So it's a safe place built for meaningful community, no unwanted ads, no distractions, just pure connection and engagement. It's more than just a platform. It's a movement, it's a home, it's a space where people belong. Are you ready to hear more about it? So, female coaches and consultants need their own space. Women thrive in communities where we feel seen, heard, and truly understood. A space where we can speak freely and support each other and grow together. And without fear of judgment or outside noise. So, to ignite a movement, to build a tribe that lasts, you need more than just followers. You need a sanctuary, a place where real conversations, deep connections, and powerful collaborations can happen organically. And, if you're the tribe leader, you're the influencer, you know how hard it is. It's all on your shoulders. You're the only one bringing in new people all the time, just constantly working to bring in those new people. And the community that you loved and you were so excited to build now becomes a job, right? And that doesn't always feel really great. So we have a turnkey community built specifically for you. All the tech is done for you. How great. Can I get an amen? I'm in charge of all the tech. So, all the different moving parts that are required for your community to be successful, those are all taken care of. You get focused strategy to design your perfect customer-focused community that makes client attraction and acquisition faster. We have instant setup. We have you just literally open the door, bring your people in. We've got the table set. The whole buffet is set. You don't have to cook one thing. So you can launch your community on a custom platform. It's a custom platform. It's nothing you've heard of before. Brand new. We built it in the last few months, and we're going to help you find the best design for your goals. So the easy tech, I mentioned that already. It integrates with existing CRMs so that you can focus on creating engaging content and loving on your people and not all the head banging and hair pulling and crying that is required when you're working outside your zone of genius. And then, of course, you make the platform feel like a natural extension of your brand colors, your logo, the whole thing. It's just completely envelops everything about you. So you have intentional engagement, you have higher conversion rates. Now, remember, you can have a free group and you can have a paid group. And naturally, your free group is going to feed people into your paid group. You're going to give them the love here and they're going to want more. So then they're going to buy your paid group. And that's where you can then upgrade them into your high ticket packages, right? And you're just nurturing them the whole time. And it creates sustainable growth. It's built in such a way that your members are rewarded when they bring in new members. Everyone has an affiliate link. So when they bring in new members, they get little points and then they get a badge and then they get rewards from you. And people really want those badges and they really want those rewards. So they're bringing new people in all the time. And it's not all on the shoulders of the leader. You're not the only one that's bringing new people in all the time. So we have an exclusive offer. You can be one of 5 founding members. And you get the turnkey service on the platform with its self-growth features. Pardon me, you get priority support, and I'm in charge of that. So you know where that support's coming from. And it's dedicated assistance and I have a whole technical team under me. I'm not the only one. That would be kind of hard, wouldn't it? All right. So, and then you get early bird pricing. So we have some amazing, very special offers for the founding members. And here's why, because, we built it all and we need someone to come in and kind of try to break it, right? Like, do this, do that. What could it be? Could you do this instead? It's kind of clumsy the way this happens. And you all, the 5 founding members, give us feedback. You get a giant discount and you get your seat at the table. So I'm not going to bore you with every single detail about the tech that's included or how we set up your community, but we import your membership list. That's huge because you've built it somewhere else. We can import that wholly into the platform. We can do your domain name, which is also a C name tech term, if you've heard of that. You get a QR code for each of your groups, so it's easy to invite people into your free and your paid. Or you can do a private and a public, just up to 2. You get the badges set up and then the rewards for the badges. And we just work with you all the way through on all that. You don't have to understand all that before you join. We the social media links for all of your pages that you have so you can share your group everywhere. We just make it so easy. We'll import up to 10 existing blogs and place them on there for you. And bring in your brand colors and all that. We can you can host courses on here. So if you have video courses already, you bring them, we'll load them up, and they're right there ready for your members to watch. So we also are going to have a monthly mastermind participation with other group leaders. Okay, so other influencers and group leaders. That's going to be a mastermind with me and my 2 partners every month. So you're going to be able to pick up all kinds of great tips and interact with other people's groups. And they might even say, oh, I want you to come and speak to my group because you do something different than what I do. And we need that, right? So that's a lot of what's included in the beginning. So the initial setup fee will be $5,000. And right now for founding members, it's only $3,000. And then we have 2 options. You're going to need a community manager. You need someone to be in that group every day, interacting with people, posting things, making sure that people feel welcome, making posts, liking and commenting. It has a feed very similar to social media. And so you want a community manager in there. A lot of people say, I've got my own. I know I've got a community manager. I'm bringing them. That's great. Then that is $1,000 a month ongoing. If you bring your own community manager, that you still get all the support from us. And I interact with those community managers as well, making sure everything's going smooth. If you need a community manager and you don't have your own, we can provide one, and that's $1,500 a month. And so that is the community platform is called Grow Method Training Lab. I have the information. I'm going to put it right in the chat right now. And we are bringing on the 5 founding members. And I want to tell you one more thing. You don't have to have thousands of people in your group, in your community. You can have how many you have. We have some that have 80 people in their community. They are ready to grow it. And that's what they've been able to do, is bring in those 80 people. They're strong, they're tight, and that community leader is ready to grow. We do have some with hundreds and thousands, but you don't have to have a giant list. We don't have a requirement on how big your list has to be. So don't feel like you're going to be precluded if you don't have a big list. So I can answer any questions.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm excited about talking to Rita more about this because I'm always looking at ways of growing our community, getting more people in and keeping them. for longevity, because
Right.
that's the relationships that I like to build, is the longevity. Who has questions for Rita? Alicia. Oh, you're muted.
Is this program part of Go High Level?
Very good question. No, this is a completely separate platform, but it will integrate with Go High Level. So we can integrate. So when you have your followers in the group and you want to say send everybody an email or something, we can make those two integrate.
Okay.
So are you saying, Rita, you probably already answered it, but I want to make sure I have it right in my head. So I'm on Go High Level, and I could just have you go in there and grab the ones that are tagged member, and you would pull them over to your platform?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we'll get their name, email, whatever we need to pull them in, and they'll be invited. They'll all get an invite, of course, to join the community.
Yes.
And then, of course, you want to be telling them other ways. I have a new community platform. You are going to love it. And
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it is just such a breath of fresh air. It's almost like that feeling of when you get your hands warm and you're hugging your community, that there's no other feeling like that. And having this private, fun, vibrant place where your community can just be who they are and
Yes.
not have algorithms like poking their nose in
Yes.
everything that you're doing.
Yes, absolutely. Now, if I already have an affiliate program, will that affiliate program go in your system as well?
So this one, that's an excellent question. I hadn't had that one yet. This affiliate link is only for them to be bringing in new people. They could say, "Hey, come and join me in this group," and that's the only thing that affiliate link does. Is that way you'll know who brought in these members, and you can do rewards and recognition and stuff like that.
Okay, but
it won't interfere at all with your current affiliate program.
Okay. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Any other questions or comments, Alicia?
So is it independent of social media, or is it like takes the place of social media?
Well, it can take the place for your group. I'm not going to say you should completely leave social media, because you need to be still sharing your lead magnets on there. In fact, you get members from social media, but we're hosting them in a different place, completely separate from social media.
Okay. So it's sort of like a group on LinkedIn or something like that?
No, this is called the Grow Method Training. It's completely new. You've never heard of it before.
Okay.
Yeah. The Grow Method Training Lab.
Wow.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's the name of it, Grow Method.
Grow Method Training Lab.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
I
ask.
put a link in the chat, so you can book a 30-minute discussion with my partner, and she'll tell you all about it and see if you want to proceed.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Mary Jane, do you have any questions or comments?
No, I don't. I've not heard of this yet before you. So
Oh, Mary Jane, it would be so great to have you.
Yeah, I gotta sell a few tubes of toothpaste first. So
exactly, right.
Awesome. And Grace, how about you? Any questions or comments for Rita?
Not that I can think of.
All right. All right. Very good. Simone, how about you?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So make sure that everyone has put your information in the chat so that we know how to reach out to you, make appointments with you. You know, I know that I need to make another appointment with Rita. I need to make an appointment with Simone. I haven't talked to Mary Jane in a long while, one-on-one. I need to get with her. So make sure you're getting with each other, because we're all growing. We're all learning new things, and we want to reach out to each other and give each other wisdom, hugs, love, tears, We are each other's cheerleaders. Those hugs, yes, Rita. And go support someone that is speaking somewhere, that is holding an event somewhere. Maybe it's not your event, but maybe you're attending an event and you think that, Grace thinks Rita would be great, coming to an event or a virtual event that she is going to. Invite each other. That's why we have the chat. So go ahead now and save the chat so that you don't forget. The 3 dots at the top, just click on that, save the chat so that you have it. Get with each other and grow together. That's what it's all about. I have added a couple of screenshots in the chat. Please grab one of them or all of them and go put it on your social media and tell someone how dirty the coffee is and that they need to try this coffee. And being healthy for your body helps your business. Go tell people how you've spent your last hour learning about a new program that Rita has put together for us to help us grow, help our business grow. It will help you. It will help others. So please make sure that you do that. Our next event inside the membership is the workspace event. That is on Wednesday morning. Bring your work that you need to get done. And some people don't understand the workspace. Workspace is where maybe you've been working on a project and you just haven't been able to work through it yet. You have some guidance and support. It's an hour dedicated to work that you need to get done. Maybe Alicia needs to work on the new book coming out, getting her chapter done. She can come in and write that entire hour. It's dedicated. No one else can interrupt you. Or maybe you're working on something and you need help. You need suggestions and ideas. That's what I'm there for. So gather that information, and I hope to see you all on Wednesday. And thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful evening and be safe until the next time. Bye for now.
Bye.